This is our thought for the 1st of June. And I'm going to start off by reading Numbers chapter 22, 26 to 29. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and he was angry, and he beat it with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." It's worth picturing this scene for a moment. Balaam is traveling in posh company. He's an internationally known prophet, sent for personally by the Moabite king. Now he's on the journey to Moab. He's promised a reward if he can get God to curse the Israelites. So this journey is like an extended job interview. Just for a moment, imagine that's you. I suppose you'd be keen to look professional. You'd want to look the part and have that sophisticated prophet thing going on. What you don't want now is donkey trouble. But this is what Balaam gets. First, his donkey legs it into a field. Then his donkey crushes his leg against a wall. And now it's flopped down beneath him, leaving Balaam perched in the middle of the road. Balaam loses his cool and he beats the animal with his staff. Perhaps you remember that bit in Fawlty Towers when John Cleese, or Basil Fawlty, gets into an argument with his little red car and he beats it savagely with a floppy branch. Look it up on YouTube if you don't know it, because it might help you bring Balaam to life. But I wonder what these onlookers are thinking, because the thing about getting into fights with cars or donkeys is you tend to be the one looking foolish. The donkey tends to look like she's just a donkey. But God intervenes further, and in a surprising twist, the animal is made to speak. So now he finds himself in an argument with a talking donkey, and Balaam is the one who's unreasonable. "What have I done to make you beat me these 3 times?" asked the donkey. "You have made a fool of me. If I had a sword, I'd kill you." Balaam is murderous because the donkey has made a fool of him. But really, the only person making Balaam look a fool is Balaam. If he had listened to his donkey in the first place, he'd already be home. I'm pretty sure if he stopped to think about it, he'd have noticed God's hand was on the situation. This is the real world. It's not Shrek. Donkeys don't tend to be, chatty. It only happens twice in the Bible that animals speak. Now, and it was the snake in Eden. And there's a fact for a Bible quiz. So a talking donkey should have made him pause. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with today. When we feel we've been made a fool of, pause, check ourselves. What are we doing? What is God doing? Balaam provides us with a bad example, but are we so different? I don't want to suggest that every time we feel a mug, it's because we've rebelled against God. But when our pride is wounded, it's painful. And we can be quick to blame the donkey or something, someone, anything other than ourselves. We can be quick to fly into a murderous rage. But before we become the fool, it's better to pause and pray. Be unlike Balaam. Avoid the foolishness of Basil Fawlty. Check the course that you're on. Who's the fool? Turn to God in prayer. Consider how his powerful hand might be on the controls. Amen.